my ninjas. Welcome to the next video of the chapter number 2 we are covering in all the micro videos. And if at all you have not watched the previous one, do watch the previous one so that we can have better understanding for this topic. Right? So in today's video, we are going to cover the figure it out given on page number 41. Okay, so let's begin doing that. You have to fill in the blanks with the numbers and boxes by signs so that the expression on both the sides are equal. So what we need to do is basically we have to make this equation work, right? So first two examples are already been done for us. Like here we have to understand that how the bracket has been opened. Now I want every one of you to be attentive here, because this is what is a major problem that we come across when we have these kind of opening the brackets, right? So here I would like you to understand that whenever there is a number outside the bracket and we have to open the bracket, right? So what is going to happen is this 3 is going to first multiply it by 6, and the sign is here plus, so plus has come, and also this 3 will go to 7 also to greet. Okay, most of the time we observe that what students do is they just multiply the outside number with only the first number, whatever it could be, but they forget to multiply the same number that's outside with the another ones also. So make sure whenever any number is outside and we are taking it inside, it is going to be operated by all the numbers that they're there, right? And second thing that we have to understand, it is not every time the bracket has to be on the right side. In fact, the bracket can be on the left side as well, but the rule will remain the same. Means 8 is going to multiply it by 4, then 3 is going to multiply it by 4. An operation, whatever is here. And accordingly, like if it's plus minus, then minus, and so on. So keeping these points in mind, we are going to cover all the parts here. That is part C onwards. So now let's be quick in solving it. So how I would suggest you, and I always tell my students that whenever you're doing these questions, make sure you're making arrows. It's no problem, right? In the beginning stage, you can do it with the arrows, putting up proper, literally you're putting the arrow. And once you get, efficiency in the topic, you may skip that. So what I mean by here is, like, it's 3 multiplied by 5 plus 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 3 into 5, which is already done for me. In between we have a plus sign, so I will write plus here, and then 3 is going to multiply it by 8. Okay, so the blank is 8 here. Next, I have 9 plus 2 multiplied by 4, as we mentioned in the B part here. So 9 is going to be multiplied by 4 first, and in between we have a plus sign. So plus here, then 2 is going to multiply it by 4. Right? Now, here we have the blank space here also, and here also two options are there. Okay, so but obvious, if I have here it's a plus sign, so what is sure shot that I have to do? Okay, so I suppose I do not, you can leave it here because I do not know the number. So what would be the second part? The second part would be 3 multiplied by 4. So I can write here 3 multiplied by 4. But what needs to come here? It's a multiply sign, so I will put a multiply sign here. But what should I put here? Do we have any number here? The answer is no, we do not have. So in this case, we can have our own choice. You can put any number irrespective of a bigger or a smaller number, and the same answer will come in the next blank also. Let's suppose if I'm putting up here, let's say I'm putting up here 5. Okay, so 5 is my choice. I have put 5. So this is 3 into 5. This is going to be 5 here. Now you may put some another number also. So what we mean here is that this part can have multiple options. Okay, so there is no fixed answer to this particular part. Now let's begin to the F part. Again here, this is 13 multiplied by 4. Okay, so it means the first number needs to be 13. So 13 has come. In between we have got the plus sign, and then this is the first, and then there's the second one. So this is going to be 6 multiplied by 4. All right, I hope you are understanding this. All right. Next is we have already done with this part and we have to bring it into the bracket now. So what is common here? Here also we have 3, here also we have 3. So the first number is going to come 5 and the next number is going to come 2. All right. Now here all the numbers are missing. So how to choose that which number should come out of the bracket? So out of the bracket will always be the number which is common. Common means same. Okay. So if I say 2 multiplied by 4 and 3 multiplied by 4, which number is coming in both the terms? It is 4. So 4 will come outside the bracket. And once 4 has gone, what is left? Here we are left with 2 and here 4 has gone. What we are left with? 3. So this is the way how we have to do with these kind of questions, right? Next comes with a negative sign here. So again, the rule will remain the same. So 5 multiplied by 9 and minus sign, then 5 multiplied by 2. So this is going to be 2 here because 5 is already written for us. Similarly, the bracket can be on the RHS or the in the towards the first term also or the second also. So here it is going to 5 into 7 minus 2 into 7. Then we have 5 multiplied by 8 and in between we have a negative sign. So negative will come here and then 5 multiplied by 3. Alright. Then L part 8 multiplied by 7, that's already done for us. In between we have a negative sign and 3 multiplied by 7 which is already done for us. Moving towards the M part. So now here again it is 5 multiplied by 12 minus, there is again something empty. So what should be the first number? The first number should be, it is 5 multiplied by 12. And again in between we have a negative sign, so minus will come. Now as we did in the previous one, here this number is missing and whatever number we have here is going to come here also, right? So again you have a choice of your own, like you can put up any number. So let's say I'm putting a 2. Okay, so if I am putting 2 here, then my answer automatically come to this side. You may have any number here of your choice. Again, this part will not have any specific answer for this particular portion. Now 15 minus dash multiplied by 7. So the first part is going to be 15 and 7. So 15 multiplied by 7. In between we have a minus sign and since it is 6 here. So the second number is 6. So I will put 6 here. Okay. Then the 5, the common number is 5. So I will write 5 here. What is if 5 common out? So it is 9 minus 4. Lastly, the outside number will be the one which is coming in both the parts. So it is 7 which is coming for both the parts. So 7 is out and we have 17 minus 9. Okay. So this is how we need to proceed and do these questions. Moving ahead to question number 2, we have to fill these actually we need to compare these numbers. So which one is greater than, smaller than and equal to. But the condition applied here is not by evaluating. Means we have to give a valid reasoning and understanding of the expressions, how we need to solve it. We don't have to get a final answer. We do not want to have an exact answer of it. We just have to use our common sense in order to get that which number could be the bigger one. So let's see here. Here, if you observe that 29 is common in both of them, right? Now, this number is 8 minus 3. So what is 8 minus 3? This is 5. And what is 3 minus 8? Remember your integers. So this is going to be minus 5. So if you just see the particular value, the answer is going to be 5 multiplied by 29. Okay. And here also it's 5 multiplied by 29. But the LHS is a positive and RHS is negative. So remember the rule, whenever we have a positive and negative, which one is bigger? The positive. So this part is greater. In the B part, it is 15 plus 9 multiplied by 18. And here it is 15 plus 9 multiplied by 18. So again, if you will be observing it carefully, here 9 is only multiplied by 18. And 15 is just like that. Means whatever answer I'm going to get after 9 multiplied by 18, I'm simply going to add 15 to it. Whereas, if you see the RHS here, it is 15 plus 9. Okay, so means if in another word you want to check out, so it means 15 will be multiplied by 18 and 9 will also be multiplied by 18, which will be much bigger number as compared to this one. Okay, so here the RHS is bigger. C part, 23 multiplied by 17 minus 9. Just think of when I'm going to open the bracket, how it is going to be. 23 multiplied by 17 minus 23 minus 9. Whereas here it is 23 multiplied by 17 plus. So plus always increases the value, right? And hence RHS is bigger. Now in the D part, it is 34 minus 28 multiplied by 42. Just again think of opening the bracket. If I'll open the bracket, how it's going to be? It is 34 multiplied by 42, which is the same, minus 28 minus 42, which is here 28 minus 42. So it means that both the expressions have going to have a equal value. All right, and I hope you remember what do we call this property. Since like since the beginning we are doing up this now. One number is outside, we are opening the bracket, and how it is getting open. You know the property. This property is actually known as distributive property. What it is? Distributive property, and you can guess the name itself. Why distributing? We are distributing the outside number to the inside number. Right, so by this you can of course remember distributive property. Right, moving to question number 3. So we have here that 14, how every answer should get the answer be 14. Okay, we have to get the different other ways by which multiplying I'm getting 14 answer. Okay, one is done for us, that is 2 multiplied by 1 plus 6. Okay, so let's understand in a simpler way. What you can do is 14, if you can do the prime factorization of 14, or in mind you can divide that which two numbers getting me 14, that is 2 multiplied by 7. Okay, so what I can do is I can keep fixing this 2 every time. Okay, and this 7, now 7 can be formed as like 1 plus 6, or it can be 2 plus 5. Good, then it could be 3 plus 4. Okay, can you do it some more? No? Okay, so this is it. So at least let's fill up these parts. So it is 1 plus 6, or you can write 2, 2 plus 5, then 2, 3 plus 4. What else we can do it? What 14 further can be written as? Can we write 14 as 1 into 1 into 14? Yes, we can write that. So what I can write here is, what number I can write here? I have to make 14. But how I'm going to get the 14 here? How that is going to be formed? But can you do actually this way? 14 is 1 into 14. But if at all I'm doing like this, so if I'm writing here 1 and 14, will that going to get me the answer? The answer is no, it's not going to get me the answer. But what I can do is I can further divide 14 as 1 and 13 maybe, right? So in order to get the answer here, what I can do is I can simply write the number 14 as, so I will put up here 1 and then 1 plus 13. All right. And I'm sure you got the pattern. And now can you find some more ways? Okay. I would like to get one answer, at least one answer from you, at least one more pattern. So if you have understood this one, I'm sure you would be able to do it. So do write in the comment section, what is your pair of numbers? Moving to question number 4 now. Here we have given a picture. Okay, so there are picture given to us. Find out the sum of the number given in each picture below, at least two different ways. So we have to apply two different ways and how we can solve this number. Okay, so one possible way could be, what I can do is I will check how many fours are there, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so one number is I can have here 4 multiplied by 5, plus how many 8s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is going to be here 4 multiplied by 8. Simple. And also, this is the first way. Second could be, let's suppose I want to take out common 4, and this would be 5 plus 8. So these are the two ways by which I can express this number. You can just put, if there is no sign between the bracket and the number, it means it's a multiply sign. Okay, now the last part of it. So we are have only 5s and 6 here. So how many 5s are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So what I can write, 5 multiplied by 8, plus how many 6s are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is 6 into 8. Okay, and 8 is common out. We are left with 5 plus 6. So this is the first way. This is the second way. All right, all of you, bacha, we have covered this figure it out, and that's why the video got a little elongated, but it's fine. I'm sure you have understood this part, and we have done so many questions today. Yes, so pat yourself if you have understood every part of it. And still, in case you have any problem, any query, do write in the comment section and do share your feedbacks too. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.